So let's look at the stones and the bread here. So this is the second part of verse 2. So he was sent into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. And he ate nothing during those days, and at the end of them, he was hungry. I've often thought in the past, this is one of the funniest lines in Luke, right? If you just take this as kind of sarcastic, because, he ate nothing for 40 days. And then Luke says, and he was hungry. Come on, it's kind of funny, right? I mean, that's not just hungry. Who here has fasted for 40 days? I mean, don't raise your hand if you have. You can tell me later if you have. There are people who have fasted for 40 days. So he's fasting from food during this time. He is almost for sure drinking water the whole time. And so it's not actually a miracle that he's alive. A healthy human being can fast this long. And if you go look this stuff up online, you can find descriptions of what it's like to fast for 40 days. One of the interesting pieces here is that what Jesus is experiencing is actually one of the stages of a long-term fast. When you fast for a long time, this has been well studied and is well known, the first 2 days you are starving and you feel really bad for the first 2 days. Then you start to feel a lot better. For about a week after those first couple of days, most people feel pretty good and feel like they have a lot of energy. And then for a couple of weeks after that, you got to get into this plateau where you feel like you could just fast forever. You probably don't actually need to eat. And then somewhere around 40 days, hunger comes back because your body is actually running out of all resources at that point. And your body is trying to tell you, you got to eat or you're going to die. So the hunger comes back, and it comes back with a vengeance. This is what Luke is describing. Jesus has not been just starving hungry the whole time, probably. He has been praying and fighting with Satan in some ways the whole time. But at the end of those 40 days, and I'm not sure if Jesus knew exactly how long he was going to go on with this fast. He was following the lead of the Spirit, his Father. He didn't necessarily know at the end of 40 days, I'm going to be done. So at the end of the 40 days, the hunger returns, and at that point, Satan attacks him with this first temptation. Satan, or the devil, which are, like I said, the same word, who knows what that word means? The devil is, diabolos is the Greek word, and Satan is the Hebrew word, both of which mean, a deceiver or a slanderer. What is a slanderer? Someone who tells lies about you. Someone slanders you, that means they have told a lie about you. The devil usually just tells those lies about us. Who does he tell those lies to? To us. So even though you might not feel like you have gone head-to-head with the most evil spiritual being that exists, which you probably haven't, you have experienced the work of the enemy. You don't have to raise your hands. Who here has not experienced lies about yourself that seem to come out of nowhere in your own mind? Things that you know are not true about yourself, but you just can't shake them. We've all walked through it. In fact, many of you are walking through it right now.